I'm 30 and at work, and I can't pretend this is a good life. I'm not living, I'm just existing. Work takes up 80% of my time and energy. My free time consists of chores and instant gratification of entertainment and cheap food. Doing something I have no interest in beyond getting paid and having it take so much time and energy is killing me mentally. I feel this on an emotional level. I wish I could do more other than say you aren't alone in feeling this way, but it isn't meant to be this way at all. Have you tried meeting with a large group of friends who feel the same way so that you can throw bricks together? There's this project mayhem meeting, but I'm not sure if I want to go or not. I would love the 4-day-a-week work approach some people were suggesting to bring more work-life balance and harmony to employees. I personally don't think that it's days we should be decreasing to have better work-life balance. Think of those extended weekends people sometimes take. 3 days of rest and then 4 days of non-stop work still feels a way off from a healthy balance. The way it should be is how much work-life can you fit in a day, not a week. You should have the time to go on a walk, spend an hour on hobbies, etc. throughout every single day to truly feel good about your life IMO. Because honestly, most work can be done twice as fast as it currently is if you put in extra focus, depending on the industry, of course. We all know the feeling of finishing everything for the day but still being stuck at work because you're on schedule. Imagine if the time when you don't have any relevant work for the day, you could literally just take to yourself and spend how you like. This is what work-life balance should kind of be, because after all, work is not the purpose of life, it's a part of life. Literally me at work trying to talk myself down because I have to be here for 6 more hours. I feel like I don't actually live at all, I just go through the motions every day because I'm so burned out. Every day. Make it to 10. We can make it to 10. Lunch. We can definitely make it to lunch. Okay, so the day is like half hour, and that's 4 hours, but we already started 1, so that's kinda only like 3 hours. Oh, time to go home. What? No, you should have talked to me earlier in the day. No, I don't have time to fix that for you now. I still don't get how we are not revolting. I just want some time to myself and a bit of extra income to do things I love. How is anyone dealing with this? Life is a constant struggle. I barely have anything and I constantly get slapped with fees, fines, taxes and bills. What the fuck is the point? The problem is there's no single answer, and a revolution kinda needs one. It's easy to get people fired up with a single slogan, but the problems are multifaceted and need a scattershot assortment of fixes that also can't happen overnight, leaving us dreaming of better days we know aren't coming. You're so not alone, just like the rest of these commenters are echoing. It's depression in dosing. I'm so sorry, I don't know how we all got here and I don't know how we all get out. I feel like I sit in an uncomfortable desk chair 40 hours per week, worry about money constantly, and can't see friends, family, or do anything for fun because I'm either doing chores or too emotionally drained. I want to exercise and have no motivation. I want to do anything I used to love and have no motivation. And so many people I'm close to feel the same way. I just switched to this 40 hours work week with people telling me it's better, coming from 12-hour shifts on nights. The night shifts were definitely harder on my body, but at least I had some days off. There's no winning. Wow, this is so me. I work a customer service job, and the mental gymnastics you have to do to get through the day, draining. I had coming home and feeling too tired to do anything. The wanting to work out but having no motivation to is so me as well. It sucks. I feel like I'm in a bad dream. Just came back from a week-long vacation. I'm supposed to be feeling recharged and ready to go, but I feel OP's sentiment stronger now than ever. Now you have a renewed and recharged hatred of work. I usually need vacation after my vacation. Fun fact: one of the early really big and successful workers' movements was to regulate the length of the working day just so workers wouldn't spend literally all their time at work. Time of work is just as important as wages. Of course, now those regulations hardly count for shit, and modern commutes mean it hardly matters if you're only formally at work for 8 hours, you still work a lot in your off hours to get to around from. A lot of you still have 10, 14 or more hours work days if you count the commutes and everything you have to do in your off hours to be ready for work. A lot of us feeling the same thing, unfortunately. Look at the mental health and obesity statistic in the US. I've become obese because I eat for the quick dopamine fix. Can't afford to buy a home or save for retirement, but I can afford garbage fast food and soda, so that's what I've done. When I was younger and worked part-time, I hung out with friends all the time and had hobbies. Now I endlessly scroll on Reddit and watch YouTube most of the time. Yeah, me too. I'm 21. People keep telling me these are the best year of my life, that I should make time and get up and get out and do things. I'm struggling just to have the money to stay alive. I can't do anything unless it's super inexpensive. I can't travel. Taking off work will put me in debt so fast. I work 40-hour weeks, 8/9 to 5. I no longer have the energy for any of my hobbies. I used to play video games as much as I possibly could, but now I can only stand to play something for an hour until I'm out of energy. I no longer go hike or run around local parks, too exhausted by the time I get off work. I'm always running on fumes. No amount of sleep will ever put me back on track, sick of it all and wanting to add things but am too scared to even try. Just stuck in a constant loop of go to work, go home, eat dinner, clean up, maybe spend an hour doing something I actually want to do, go to bed. Rinse and repeat every single fucking day. How do mentally ill people do this shit? The standards for this life suck so much. What do you mean I have to go to work every day for the next 40 years of my life? This life ain't for me. I also couldn't do it. I went to my doctor, got certification for mental health, and had some time off on welfare. While obviously the money was bare minimum, I saved heaps by now having the time to cook meals at home, not commute, and to be honest, after all that, I was having the same amount of spending money compared to my slightly above minimum wage job. I didn't mind people judging me. There are idiots that think working your life away for minimum wage is fulfilling. I eventually went back to work. I had a year of just making music, exercising, playing video games, and relaxing. It was great for my mental health. On a different note, but related. Psilocybin mushrooms changed my life and outlook of these issues. I microdosed for a month and had one decent trip. I totally reset my brain and got rid of the permanent frown on my face. Highly recommend. It's depressing to think that this has become the norm nowadays, especially in the US. I'm extremely sorry for full-time college students my age that also work 2 jobs just to keep themselves afloat. This generation, millennials and Gen Z, are the most overworked and depressed and gain absolutely nothing from it. Exactly, millennial here. We get absolutely nothing except barely keeping our heads above water, and that's not always a guarantee. No house, no living wage, no time to pursue anything fulfilling. Most of us couldn't afford kids even if we wanted them. Personally, I do not, but it pissed me off that I couldn't afford to have them if I wanted. No pension, no retirement, politics are a joke, climate change is irreversible. Millennials get shit on by boomers and Gen Z. So many of us are mentally ill. The list goes on and on. I'm so fucking tired.